Hey Rosebuds, it's Rosie. I am now going to be recording part 2 of the altered composition notebook, but this is the large size. So I'm going to be covering some of the composition books that I got from the dollar store in this video. So here we go. So this is the next one that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it with this one, this book. So I've already done the measuring. Just as a reminder, I'll show you what I've done here. I don't know if I'm going to do it exactly the same, but I'm going to do it similar. And then this one, the colors are not the vintage colors, so I'm going to be bringing out my purple, maybe my flamingo. I haven't used this one yet. My kitsch, is that how you say it? I think it is. Kitsch flamingo. And then I have a blue one in here too. Sorry, you can see my arm reaching. Okay. So this is what I've done. So this is going to be that cover. I think this is going to be the front cover, and this is going to be the back cover. Those two. And then this one is going to be this way here. And then what I've done also is I have a couple of pockets that I got to decide which one I want to do. And then I also have, so I'm going to have the pocket and this, so these two I'll put away. Okay. I do want to I'm going to grab my, there it is, the blue one, and I think I need the pink one as well, but I don't know if I have a pink one. No, I don't. I need to just rip that off. Okay. So I have one for each now. This is going to be used for my Mixed Media Monday video. That'll be fun. Okay, so now, I didn't think this was going to work because it's plastic covers, but it did. It worked just fine. So I'm not worried about it peeling off. It feels pretty darn sturdy. I mean, I might have to go back in and fill in a little bit, but it feels like, I feel like really pretty confident about how it's done it. And this one I'm not going to sell. This one I might just give away because it was my first one, so I'll probably give it away to somebody or use it at work. Okay, so let's get right to it. And there it is. I need to fill this up again. Actually, you know what? Oh, you know what? Pam at the Paper Outpost, I feel your pain on this, right? So what I did is, you can't, okay, so if you didn't see the video that Pam did, she was commenting on how hard it is to get this off. You basically can't, because basically the Fabri-Tac has glued it shut. And I think I even have the same problem with this. Oh, maybe not. This one is art glitter glue. So what I do is I just take it off this way and I fill it up through there. So Pam, I don't know if you watch my videos, but that's what I do. That's the fix. Let me get some glue over here. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to do this really quick. I hope you don't mind. It comes out a lot. Actually, you know what? I might even just do it this way because this comes out so much faster when it's the bigger. Yes, that's what I'm doing. And I don't waste viewers' time. Okay, I just want to make sure I have enough for it to go out to the edges. Okay, I do. I could stop now. Okay, I'm gonna try to just, I don't know what I'm saying. I can't think and talk at the same time, guys. Come on. I'm trying to make it so it's flush with this one, and then I can just, yep, there we go. That works. Okay, I did it. I did it. Well, almost. Okay. Gotta find my bone folder. I don't want the blue to show, but I picked these colors to specifically go with this one because the last one was green and it didn't really go with vintage colors, and I was disappointed in that. And when you're looking at it, it's like, especially when you were probably seeing it on the camera, you can't really see that, but I know it's there and it bugs me. Okay, that looks like a good fit there. Gotta get my knife. And the other thing, as I've already mentioned, I like about Fabri-Tac is that I don't have to worry about it ruining my paper. Okay. Saw something that I need to fix right away. I will definitely knock that over. I'm doing a video. Okay. Oops, I'm just knocking everything over. Just gotta stay straight. Don't cut into the... Okay. I have to talk myself through those ones. I think I need to... Okay, did I do it? I think I did it. I did it. I might need to add a little bit of glue, a little more glue in here maybe. Need to let it get to the bottom. Whoops, sorry. Bumping the camera. Okay. Yep. There, that's better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of put pressure. What I found is if you do get it on paper, you should try to get it up. Especially if it's like a really thin coat that got on the paper, you should probably try to get it up as soon as possible, otherwise it won't come up. So that's my tip of the day. Okay. Go like that. I think we're okay there. I'm doing a video. Why do you like to come into when I'm doing videos and try to pester me and flick water on me? That was rude. Okay, so that looks good. I'm about ready to punch my husband in the throat. No, no violence, no violence. He just needs to stay away from me and no violence will happen. Sorry, I'm not promoting violence. No, I'm not. Okay, so I feel like there's a little overlap there, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. So already, doesn't that look delicious compared to that? Okay. There's that one. Now let's do the other cover. It is this one. Beautiful. Do I want to do this? Or do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do that. Okay. So here we go again. Let me just, I'm gonna stab myself with that knife if I'm not careful. I'm just trying to get this sticky glue off so that I can lay it on there without ruining it. Okay. Here we go. I need to get a little bit over there because I didn't do a very good job last time. I know. You're using too rosy. You're using too much glue. I know. Gosh, leave me alone. Okay. So did I say I was going to do it this way? Yes, I did. I remember because there was a little corner that was not quite, it was a little bent. Okay, so trying to make it even here. Go. I don't know. I'm a hot mess here. I'm just a hot mess. Okay. There we go. You guys get to see how crazy I am when I'm crafting. No, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe the word isn't crazy. How unorganized I am when I'm crafting. Maybe that's the word. I'm very all over the place and scatterbrain. Okay, so that is good there. I'm gonna yeah, I knew I was gonna get some there. See, the reason why I do the so much is because I need it to spread, and that's the way I've learned to make it spread, is by putting too much on, and then it spreads everywhere. Listen, no judgment. We're all just doing the best we can here. Okay. Maybe I should start scraping that up and putting it back in the jar. Okay. So before I go crazy trying to wipe up all of this glue, I'm going to use this and cut that off so I don't have to wipe any glue up off of stuff I don't need to. I cannot believe I go in this straight line. Like, that is a very tiny little lip on here, and I'm surprised that I don't cut into the cover, because, like, that's the kind of thing I do. Okay. There we go. Ta-da! I always get that one last bit. It's not great. Okay. So just flattening down those edges. Now I'm going to try to get all of the glue off the pages. I gotta be careful I don't get a paper cut. Okay. This is looking good. I'm gonna cut myself with that thing if I'm not careful. So I got, I've been working, I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life, in the past, I would say, probably since November. The beginning of November, well, maybe a little bit later, I ended a job on like the last day of October. So the 29th, I think it was, of October, I ended a job. And I ended up getting hired as a temp at a city building, a city government job near me. And it's been, and like very shortly after that, I also had some realizations about the religion I was brought up in. That was very difficult for me to handle, because it basically meant like my whole life was a lie. And it's sad. My family doesn't talk to me anymore. I've lost my family. They basically, if I'm not going to be in that religion, they want nothing to do with me. It's kind of sad. So I've been having like emotional issues dealing with the loss of all of my family, basically. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have no problem. I mean, they could practice whatever religion they want, but that's not the way it works in that religion. I'm not going to say what religion it is. It's not where I'm trying to go with it on this channel, but the point of me even bringing it up is I've been going through a lot of emotional stress and changing jobs. And so the city job that I started temping at in November, they actually were hiring for a full-time position, and I got it. That took a little bit of happening too, because some things came up, not bad things, but they do like background checks, right? And just things that you wouldn't think were even a deal are a deal. Like I have a side business that I have to get out of my name in a certain amount of time so that it's not a conflict or anything. So just little things like that. So I'm switching jobs. I'm going through this other emotional thing, and I just basically stopped making videos for a good 2 or 3 months because of everything I was going through. So I'm really starting to. I've been listening to a lot of productivity podcasts, and I think his name's David Allen. He's awesome. I have his books. I've had his books for a while, but I'm really getting into it now. And so I've been listening to him, been listening to some other podcasts, and trying really hard to just get myself in gear and get busy making these videos and getting my Etsy site up and running real good so that I can, our goal is now, the religion that I was brought up in, it was kind of made me lazy financially. Like I didn't have to really plan for the future. But now I realize that I do, and I have no planning in place. I have no retirement. I'm 50 years old, and so I'm really, I'm putting the inside covers on now, guys. So I'm really like thinking about how to move forward and really, plan ahead. We want to buy a house. We might, down the road, not right away, but we want to maybe move to Oregon or Washington and just kind of start our lives in a different place, So, this is really something I love to do. I love crafting. I love, it helps me mentally to craft. I'm sure that you all know what I'm talking about. It's like therapy, right? So it's nice to just have this, plus I love it so much. I really want to make it work. So I've been really focusing on writing out plans. I have before when I was making my videos, I never wrote out what I was going to do. I just kind of had an idea and I started recording, and now I'm actually preparing ahead of time and trying to make it worth your time to watch too, right? Because that's where I want to go. I want it to be I don't do the videos for me. I mean, I enjoy it, but I won't be successful if I'm doing them just for me. I need to make sure that I am doing what you guys like to see. So I'm just really trying hard to get that all focused, and that's why I'm also asking in my videos, you know, if there's something that you would like to see, to let me know, and I'm, you know, I'll add it to my list and I'll get it in there so that we can all kind of just have fun being makers, you know, or being enjoyers of things that are made, because a lot of people, I'm videoing, but a lot of people just like to watch. They don't necessarily want to be a creator. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to do the other side. So yeah, that's where I'm going with it. I have a plan, and I got to reach the plan. We're working on paying off all of our debt, and it's big road ahead, but it's kind of exciting to actually have a plan for my life, and know, you know, kind of have control of my life again, and know exactly where I'm going, and not have to be weighed down by fear and obligation and guilt, which is kind of where I was at for all my life, and I'm kind of sick of that. But I do miss my family a lot. Family is like, for me, family is so important, and I mean, part of me thinks, oh, should I have left, because now, you know, I knew my family was going to do that, but like my mental health was just going downhill because of, you know, the knowing the things that I knew at that point. It just, I was unable to mentally continue down that path. So it kind of came to a choice between, do I stay and let my mental health just keep deteriorating, because that's all it was going to do, or do I go and unfortunately have to lose people in the mix, but at least my mental health is good. And you know, in the end, we have to take care of ourselves. We have to. I mean, if we're not taking care of ourselves, then it's not going to work, right? You know, you have to live your life so that you are content and happy. And if you're not taking care of yourself, then why are you here? And so I had to make that decision, unfortunately. Super hard, though. I mean, it's almost like, you know, for me, it's almost like all of my family members died. So, anyway, enough of that sad stuff. I am really excited for my future, and it doesn't matter that I'm 50. I still have a lot ahead of me, and I have a lot of things that I could accomplish, and I got that job, and you know, I negotiated a rate that hourly rate that was higher than they originally were going to offer me, and that was really nice. And you know, government jobs are great because they have the cost of living increases, and I feel really fortunate to have gotten it, and to have the team that I work with, because I've been working with the team since you know, early November, late October, early November, and they're pretty amazing people. I really fit in well with them. My boss is great. She's somebody who values what other people could do, and not just this person that wants to, oh, I just wasted my time getting the glue off paper I'm going to cut off. Derp der. Anyway, she values what other people can do, and she doesn't sit there and make you feel like you're not worthy of doing a job or whatever. So I'm just really thankful that I was able to find it, and especially in this COVID era, when a lot of people don't have a job, and so I just have to be thankful for what I have, and that's the other thing that I'm really gonna start getting into, especially, I can only do so many things at a time, but I am so many changes also at a time. So I am going to the religious group I was a part of. We didn't really volunteer to help those in need. That wasn't like what we did. And I always felt weird about that all my life. And so now that I don't run my life that way, I'm really going to be getting into volunteering and helping people that are in need. So I'm hoping to find a good charity organization, or somebody that provides meals to homeless, or those not even homeless people that are just hurting because they've lost their job or whatever. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into that, because I've never really been, it's funny because the religion I was in is a Christian religion, and Christianity is really about loving others, right? That's what Jesus taught. And so I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get too much into religion, but that is, and it's like something that I haven't really done. We kind of were just there all for ourselves kind of stuff, and alls that we did charity wise was preach the word, and that was it, and that was our charity. But people need more than just the word. They need actual real help. So I'm really excited to be able to get involved in stuff like that. I'm probably going to lose a couple of subscribers. I have a feeling some of my family members are still subscribed, and I'm sorry if I speak truth. I love my family to death, but it's difficult. Okay, so anyway, enough of that talk. I'm going to move on to this, and here we go. How about that? That looks good, doesn't it? Oh, I gotta cut off these. I still have some cleaning up to do on this one. I need to, there's glue and stuff stuck, and I just don't want to, I'm not quite ready to do the inking, because I want to get all of this glue off. So let me just do that. So I'm going to move on to, I was talking a little bit about this, shows that you guys have been watching. And I know one of the shows that is my favorite is The Expanse. It's on Amazon. It's from a book series called The Leviathan. I think it's called, the first book was called The Leviathan, I think. Anyways, it's such a good, I recommend, if you're a reader or you're an Audible listener, to listen to that book series. It's so good. And if you're into sci-fi, you'll love it. You'll love it. You probably already know about it if you're into sci-fi. Outlander's another good one. I love Outlander. I've been reading Outlander forever, and now they have come out with a really good show on Stars. Okay, so this is the front. Okay, so let's start inking. I got all of the glue off. Here's a little glue there. I'm going to start with the shaded lilac and see what that does. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with the shaded lilac. I want to look and see. Well, that might work. I might stick with it. Okay. So basically, you know, really all I'm trying to do is get the white edges of the paper inked up so that you don't see that. That's hidden. And then the cover was originally blue, so it works well with this. And then I think I might go ahead and do the pages, the interior, or the edges of the pages inside. I might do those, the peacock feathers, because I really like that color. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do there. Oh, did I get this side? I didn't. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, now peacock feathers. So I'm just gonna, since I already kind of did the outsides, so that's what I'm gonna do right there. Oh, and I heard, you know what I heard a while ago is that Battlestar Galactica is getting a remake, or not a remake. It's going to be not a remake, but in the same world. So it's going to be a Battlestar Galactica series, but not a remake of the one they had in the early 2000s. Hopefully they have some of the same characters. That would be cool. I've watched that show so many times. I love it. Okay, so there we go. That's the way that looks. Not bad. I like it. Okay, so now let's do some pockets. I'm going to do a pocket here. I think I'm going to do that way. I like that. Some contrast. Whew. I'm going to just stress it. What color should I? Maybe I'll go with the kitsch flamingo. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. It's not super bright like the lipstick one. The worn lipstick is pretty bright pink. Okay. Up. Huh. So I have been recording for an hour and 14 minutes. I think I'm going to probably cut this up in two because I'm trying to only do half-hour videos, but yeah, I talk too much and I don't pay attention to time very well. My bad. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's okay, I know what I'm going to do. No, I'm not going to do that one either. I need to unstick my glue is what I need to do, and I don't know where my paper clip is. I had a paper clip, but I do have these long-nosed tweezers that I can... There we go. Little globby glues. Okay, so let me just see. Need to go like 1/8 of an inch in. There we go. I do not do straight lines very good. And then laughing really messes up. Or chuckling, or whatever you want to call what I just did. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alrighty, I just need to scooch this down a little bit. And then I need to cut that. Oh, I think that maybe... it's still slippery. The glue is... Okay, there we go. I don't know if you all have noticed, but when you use Fabri-Tac and after you've glued, it kind of like stains the paper to where you cannot, you can't do any inking over it. So my tip of the day is to try to ink before you do it, because otherwise then you might run into that same issue. So it'll ink up here, but it's not inking super great on here because the glue touched it. And I'm just going to go like that. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so there's the pocket there. And then we're going to do the up and down one here. Oops, that's not going to be there. That's going to be there. Like that. Perfect. I'm going to get this all lined up and then do one of the clips. And then same thing over here. And then I'm going to cut it. That works. I'm gonna make the edges kind of smooth. Trim that a little bit. Oh, it's kind of nice just to be quiet for a little bit. I'm going to be trying to do some ASMR videos, which it's going to be kind of hard because of the noise in my house, but I don't know, it's not that noisy, and I have little curtains back here to kind of break up the noise. Kind of blocks them out a little bit. Okay. These nice and squared up here. Okay. Just want to get that off really fast before it gets in and stays in. Little bit right there. I'm so surprised I have not stabbed myself with those today. What's going on? Okay. And now this one's basically done. Since the video's been going, and you're probably now in part 2 of my I'm gonna go ahead and not do the tags, but you did see my example and you saw how I did that. So basically that's what I would do next is create a tag and a journaling card out of the leftover items that I have. So you know, one would go up front here. And I'm going to cut that down a bit. And then this journaling card, I'm probably going to keep this side good. And I'm probably going to put some paper on that side around the corners, and then stick that in there. And then that one will be complete. So there you go. Turning dollar store finds into really nice little things that you'd love to just have in your purse. Take to work, give to a friend. There's those. Okay, well, I am back for a few little minutes. Had to end the video because we had a doorbell ringing and dog barking. So this is the final bit. There's the 3 that we made in the first video, and then I did cut these down to size, but I have not decorated them yet for the front cover one and then the back cover one. So that's all that's left to do, and it'll be similar to the ones that I've done for this book. I didn't do one for that book. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed both of the videos, and comment on any video ideas you might have that you would like me to start making, and I will put it on my list and fit it in. Alright, you guys have a great day, and hope that everything that you want comes true. Bye-bye.